Hello everyone, and I think they started that a little late, oh well. Welcome back to Hyrule Warriors, the definitive edition. Which actually, speaking of definitive edition, it makes me wonder if they're not going to bring out any DLC, because this is the defined, completed version, you know? That's my assumption.
Never, never say never when it comes to some companies in DLC. That's my stance on it.
That's
But
true.
hey, wait, who am I again? We should probably introduce ourselves before during this. But
Right. Well, I mean, people
well,
know me since it is my channel.
mm,
But yeah,
yeah.
for once again, for this playthrough of Hyrule Warriors, I am joined by a friend of mine.
Hello, I am Coward. Various player of the various D podcasts she does. Yada yada. Also on the channel, Pool of Radiance, Worlds Collide. Yada yada yada. Okay, so last time, in case you missed, in case you're skipping around episodes, or you're playing random on this playlist, if you are, why? It makes more sense if you go. It makes more sense if you go in sequential order. But
Right.
anyway, last time time broke.
Yep. Last time broke, and Bahamut has a lot of work to do. But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah, I
Bahamut
got him.
has been locked in time or something, and the time dragons are not available to deal with this. So we have to
So
deal with this.
yeah, talk about getting conscripted when you don't want to. So anyway,
Level 14? Level 14 and level 13, wow. Well, I mean, I kind of figured that Link and Lana being my personal favorites other than Linkle, that they would be the higher level characters.
that we really haven't had an actual stage dedicated to some of them. But anyway,
Right.
at the beginning, during the last episode, you mentioned that there was something that you wanted to do in this episode.
Yep. I wanted to actually step over to the adventure mode side of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for a moment. I'll go ahead and let this cutscene play while I talk about it. So in this game, there is the adventure mode. It's basically just a bunch of little tiny levels. They're all themed around, certain places in the Legend of Zelda series, such as the adventure map is based off of the original Legend of Zelda. You have the Great City map, which is based off Wind Waker, and then you have like the Lorule map and the Grand Travels and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different maps based off of different places, as you can see. But beyond that, within the adventure mode, there are special little creatures that you can get. And they are called companion fairies. And it is going to take 2 levels, so we might dedicate this first episode to sort of doing a couple of these, instead of continuing on the legend mode immediately. But I want to come up here specifically to this level if I can. I can see that there's a lock. The search requires a locked character, but I don't think the level is limited, so I think I should still be able to do the level just fine. If I can't, then we'll just move on. But basically, what I want to do is I want to come in here, and I want to collect the first fairy, because fairies are the companion fairies, or my fairy as they're called, are not only super adorable, but can get ridiculously overpowered as you go through the game. And this will give me a chance to kind of... Actually, this will give me a chance to play somebody new. Somebody that we can't normally play as. And for that, let's go ahead and we'll play with Wizro. Using the blue ring here. This is the one that we got from the amiibo.
Last episode. If you want to see our reaction to that, well, check out last episode.
And I'll throw Sia into the group, but I'm probably not going to play her because I hate the Scepter of Time weapon. Also, she doesn't have any combos unlocked because I don't have any of her materials. So here's a quick fun thing that you can do on the loading screen. Back in Ocarina of Time, you got the ocarina, and you could play different notes and things like that. Well, randomly, I hit a button the other day and realized that if you hit the X, Y, and B buttons, you can play 3 of the notes from the ocarina. Well, I thought that was odd that there was only 3. Because it's like, okay, I figured, well, I mean, you can play Zelda's Lullaby, which, well, no, that's a Pona song. I don't think Card can even hear this, but
I can hear it very, very slightly, but I get what you're going for. I can more hear the dog in the background, but that's neither here nor there.
Right. I don't remember the buttons. Anyway, so I was like, oh, well, you can play Zelda's Lullaby and a couple of others, so maybe that's why they picked those 3 particular notes. And then I was just mashing buttons like, maybe one of these other buttons does the other 2 notes. As it turns out, L and R also play 2 notes. And so, if I combine L, R, X, Y, and B, I can actually play all of the songs. Which, actually, 1 second while I check, because actually I think that might even match up with the notes from from Ocarina of Time 3D actually.
Oh yeah, they do. They like that. Yeah, they actually do. Huh, now that I think about it. But you mentioned
No, so it's not the same notes, but they do still kind of match up. Daisy, honestly, God, dog. So, well, okay, so they do kind of match up, but not perfectly. Like, Y is not the same note from, they don't exactly line up, but yeah, if you ever bought on loading screen, nope, try playing one of the Ocarina songs. Right.
But anyway,
Okay.
Let's get into adventure mode.
So the only one that doesn't match up is A, which is B on here, actually. I just played Elegy of Emptiness, and it's Y, X, Y, R, Y, B, X, instead of AX. So that's really cool, actually. They line up with the 3. That's the first time I've noticed that. That's really cool. Anyway, moving on. That's just something that I noticed literally like today, in time of recording. And I was like, hey, that's cool. So yeah, if you're ever bored, if you're ever bored or the loading screen's taking a while, you can play look up songs from either Ocarina of Time 3D or Majora's Mask 3D, and just replace all of the A presses with B. And I need to turn off the adventure mode boss cutscene, because that's going to get really annoying very quickly.
Hello once again, King Dodongo. Nice to see you. Nice to see you again. Let's.
So for this adventure mode map, the goal is to defeat 300 enemies in the time limit, which is 20 minutes. Killing King Dodongo in this doesn't give you any more than 1 KO, and as far as I can tell on these missions, it doesn't give you any more enemies. There are actually ones that are like rack up your KO count, where it does summon in, like the giant bosses. But in those, it actually does like summon reinforcements when you do that. Oh my god, dog. Honest. What is your problem? Well, the cats must be in the way. So apologies that the dog is probably going to be whining throughout the episode. I'll have to deal with her. If she's still whining, I'll have to deal with her by between episodes. Trying to figure out which cat is blocking her. But so I don't really do any editing on these videos because I have no editing software that can handle high definition videos. So
and let's face it, sometimes it's better to get the raw stuff than try and get perfect recordings, because let's face it, some of the funnier stuff is always good. Right. And it's just weird, and for me, it's just weird to see Wizro, wielding a bow. It's just like, okay, that's weird. And also, he knows a dark Kamehameha.
Yep. He knows. If I could actually unlock like his combos, he has all kinds of cool stuff that he can do. But
yeah.
I only have one combo unlocked, and that's that rotating thing. Unfortunately.
No.
And we are almost at 300 kills. I just have to figure out why. No, I was just saying, like, like, in the aspect of what I was meaning with editing is, like, I could get up and go deal with it, but then, I would have to get up and try to, deal with her. And that would not end up getting cut out of the recording, so there might be who knows how much just blank space there, and I would feel bad for that. I also feel bad about the dog in the background, but she's quieted down, sort of. She's like really energetic right now, it seems like, because she's like gnawing on the pig toy that she has and growling and stuff like that, and usually what she does when she's really energetic. So
yeah, and this victory stream for Wizro is just kind of disturbing.
Well, I mean, he's just basically pure darkness, so Wizro is just disturbing in general. Hey, you earned the Serious Adventure Medal by attaining an A rank in Adventure Mode.
Yay!
Impa is now viewable in the gallery. Woo. Alright, so now we can go up here and Companion Fairies. So, I don't know if Card knows much about the whole My Fairy system.
Nope, I do not know about this whatsoever, so feel free to enlighten me.
Cool, then I will enlighten everybody on this. I'm going to go ahead and throw out, actually, let me double check. Okay, I don't have anything on Volga, so I'm going to go ahead and throw out Linkle just to make this easier, instead of playing somebody that we haven't seen. So basically, Companion Fairies are they're not in the original Hyrule Warriors. They were added in Hyrule Warrior Legends, and were continued to be brought over here into Definitive Edition. And basically the way that they work is, unlike regular fairies that, like, you take down barriers and stuff like that with, in this game, Companion Fairies are something that, when you obtain them, they're kind of like a weapon that you choose. If you have a My Fairy or a Companion Fairy, when you get into your character selection screen, after you pick the weapon and the character, it will have you pick a Companion Fairy to take with you into the level. And what the Companion Fairy will do is, the Companion Fairy will add abilities into your item slot as if they were an item. So let's say, like, for example, one of the fairies has the hard worker trait. It will add the hard worker trait into your items. And what that is basically a free heal. From what I can tell, it's limitless. So it's essentially a second potion, or fourth potion if you have all of your potions. And as you level your fairy, they will get, that heal will get stronger. And not only will that heal get like stronger and things like that, like they'll gain more abilities. They use your mana bar, and you can use them to create an explosive attack. Basically, I'll really show it off and everything in probably the next episode, since we're already at 16 minutes just doing this. I don't think I want to do a full Legends mode, half an hour level when we're going to be like 20-25 minutes in to begin with.
Yeah, so yeah, consider this sort of an not the official first episode of adventure mode, because we're not sure if we're going to come back to this at all, but but if we do, then consider this a sneak peek.
Right, basically. But the thing about the companion fairies is just like regular fairies. The companion fairies are found in keeps. However, unlike regular fairies where you complete a keep and it gives you the fairy, you'll notice that as I'm running through these keeps, I'm breaking these the brown pots here. And that's because both fairy food, which levels your fairies, and fairies themselves can be found in these particular pots. So you could literally go through the entire level and never find a companion fairy on the level that has a companion fairy, because you don't go in and break the pots and things like that. So it's always good when you see a level that's like, oh, this has a companion fairy. Go into every single keep, even if you've owned it. I've had a couple where they were in blue keeps. Go into all of the keeps, double check, break all of the brown pots, break all the pots if you're colorblind or are like me and sometimes can't tell the difference between the yellow ones and the brown ones.
Because remember, because if Legend of Zelda's taught us anything, it is destroy all the pottery you can.
Right, that's another thing. I mean, it's a Zelda trait anyway. Oh my god, dog. I really do apologize for the dog.
We'll take care of that in between. We'll be able to take care of that in between episodes.
Yeah, I'll figure out why the dog is being a pain.
Yeah.
In between episodes here. One thing that you do have to watch out for is, obviously you can break pots with your weapon. So I've done this before where I've like broken the fairy pot, and so I'm looking around and I don't see the fairy pot, and so I move on without realizing that I had already broken the fairy pot. So you do have to kind of keep an eye out when you're doing these, to really be sure that you're noticing, what you're doing and whether or not you found the fairy or not. So, but I'll get more into actually I'll probably get into the finer points of it as sort of a finisher for this episode. I still don't have that combo. I keep trying to do the ultimate combo, and I don't have that yet because that's the fourth thing on the badge market, and I only have the first thing on the combos in the badge market. Dark Knight force Hyrule and capture the fleet. So like here, you know, I'll get a lightning fairy for clearing the lightning barrier. But these are not the same fairies as my fairy, as the companion fairies. You know, these are just for this level and only do anything for that level. Like here, for example, I was like, oh, here's a pot. No, that's one of the yellow pots. I don't know. I have trouble noticing the difference between the brown pots and the yellow pots. So it can be very obnoxious though trying to farm these fairies because of the fact that they are. There's no way to like look and see where they are. You know, there's no indicator on the map or anything.
RNG got up on that thing when that decides to be a little bit wonky.
Right. Gosh dang it, dog. My cousin's dog can be a real pain sometimes. I hope she's not too loud, but at the same time, I know my dog, or I know my cousin's dog. She's probably very loud.
Oh no, you hit the Kuko.
Yeah, I accidentally hit the Kuko. I'm about to get Kuko's revenge. Which, at least here, it's, you know, it just basically adds Kuko's as like an enemy unit. And so they're not completely murderous. They can both instant kill you.
Because we have seen, you know, Kuko, that type of Kuko before.
Yeah. Although I have to say, going back to a couple of episodes ago when we were talking about watching Nico B's run through Ocarina of Time, I thought it was really funny when he got to Kakariko and he finds the Kuko, and he's like, "Oh, are these things murderous like they are in the Breath of the Wild?" And he attacks the Kuko and it just straight up murders them. And he's like, "Okay, here they are." Oh. Great. So, if you want a fun Let's Player and you want to see somebody who somehow has managed to avoid
Legend of Zelda up until
now.
Yeah, it's like he's actually confessed that the only ones he's played beforehand have been A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's like, how did you manage to avoid, you know, Legend of Zelda for this long? Well, up until, you know, he his playthrough of Breath of the Wild, which, you know, that's a topic for another time, because hoo boy, that run through.
Right. I have not seen that because my first introduction to him was the Ocarina of Time run, and he has hour-long episodes, so I just have not had the time to even think about trying to watch those.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go! Yay! Look at this. So this is my fairy.
Yep, it's all bottled up and ready for you.
Whoops, I just immediately skipped over that. Oh, well, anyway, that was just a notification saying, hey, you got a companion fairy. So, I'll show you the companion fairy here as soon as we get out of this level. Let me just kill these raid captains, and then we'll tackle the enemy base now that we're at 2,666 KOs.
Jeez, Lubu would be proud of you.
Right. I don't think I'm gonna gold rank this level though, because even though I have low damage and I have a lot of KOs, I feel like this level took a while, and there's a like 15-minute time limit for gold ranking a level. So I don't know if I'll be able to gold rank it or not. This is the. Hang on. There is a barrier here. Let's see. I didn't even notice that was there. Goodbye, Dark Knight. Oh wait, I forgot that I was really weak. Normally that would be enough to just end the Dark Knight in my home file.
hmm Like, I'm not overpowered in this because it's a Let's Play file.
Right. We point smash randomly. And here's Focus Spirit. I don't know that I've used that up until now. But it makes you attack twice as fast. And also has some other cool abilities that unfortunately I can't do yet because I don't have any of the upgrades to Focus Spirit at all. So it goes away very, very fast. So there's that. Also, we have seen Linkle's ending scene, so I'll just skip over that. Oh hey! That only took 10 minutes, so we did get, managed to A-rank that one. Cool. The Fairy 10 has become your companion. Oh, 10? That's weird. So, in my home file, her name is Sanshi, and apparently apparently the names are randomized, because 10 is not the name that it gave it before. The name it gave her before in my home file was, Sanshi. You earned the Hey Listen medal. Find a companion fairy.
Like, very cheeky, guys. Very cheeky.
Anyway, so if we, oh my god, tutorial stuff everywhere. What the? Okay. Oh, it's forcing me to do this. I was like, why can I not, like, do anything? It's forcing me to do this. So, okay. Now I can move on. So here you'll see that one of the treasures here is fairy clothes. It's a set of pants. So if I do that level, I can get a pair of pants, which is cool. But I'll give you a quick rundown of other features of my fairy by going in here. So first off, you get to see your fairies in 3D, which is not, the 3DS version actually didn't do that. The 3DS version, they were just like scrolls that you looked at. They were just drawn, basically. So it's really cool that you get to see them in like 3D and stuff in this version. So you've got your dining room, your salon, and your school. The dining room, I don't have any fairy food. But if I had fairy food, I could feed her. When you feed her, her level goes up. If you do certain things, you feed her like gold food. Oh my god, dog. Hush. If you feed her like gold food, it'll increase her trust, which is that heart there. But I can go into the salon here and I can dress her up. It automatically starts me off with these 5 pieces, and I think this one is really cute.
Yeah, it's a...
The issue with the classic green tunic here, and I will equip this one for a moment so I can show you. Normally you get your shirt and your pants, and you can pick them, but you'll notice that I only have 4 sets of pants. And out of all the pants, I've got a lightning, a darkness, water, and a fire. But here, I have a light shirt. If I equip this one, it takes up 2 slots, because it's a full body outfit.
Ah.
So, if you want, the thing with pants is that pants will decrease the cost of using your fairy. Down to like 80% of your magic meter. If you have a full body outfit, unfortunately, you don't get that benefit. But you get increased damage from the fairy's attack.
Yeah, this would, you know what? Now that I think about it, this would actually be good to before we actually go into a level to get the fairy to the appropriate element, because have the fairy be light for a light level, water for a water level, yada yada yada.
Right. It is actually really good for having those, because recommended fire, you take a fire fairy with you and so on. So you can see down here on the bottom there's a hard worker. And that's her. That is one of her abilities. I mentioned that one earlier. I think it's Hard Worker that does it. I don't immediately remember. I can check. I'll go into the school, and this will let me. Okay, so this one replenishes your hearts when your health
You hit
is
zero.
which is really
So
nice.
quite literally, Hard Worker is the old classic fit like fairy revival.
Right. Whoops, I exited out. So basically, it's really nice because you've got once it loads up here. If I go into the school, you can see that there are an absolute crap ton of abilities. You've got bronze, silver, gold, and then your prismatic or rainbow. And these are the absolute best abilities. But to get these abilities, you have to raise the fairy's personality. If you look at the bottom right corner, you can see the little like pentagon there, and you have to raise her traits up to where the I don't know, you can see it very well, but there's a little green line.
Yeah, it's like wait, hold up. No one said there'd be stat building in this game for them. It's like I thought we were doing a beat 'em up a beat 'em up Zelda game. Not like I was like I didn't expect to be back in Persona. I don't have my walkthrough for how to get my traits up. Dang it!
Right. Oh yeah. You better watch out, dog. Wow. My cat apparently got tired of her whining and just straight up charged right at her, and now she's cowering in the corner. I love this dog sometimes. But yeah, so your dining room, you feed the fairy, and what you feed her increases her traits, also increases her level. You get certain traits, and she'll get certain abilities. And your salon allows you to dress her up however you so please. If I so wanted to, go ahead and equip her with these if I like this look. But it doesn't benefit me at all because she's a light fairy, and so that really, it doesn't give me darkness damage up because of the fact that she's not dark. And so it's completely useless. But I mean, if you wanted to, you could.
Okay, yeah, that I didn't know because oh well.
But yeah, I did actually mean to exit out that time, so. But those are the basics of my fairy. I'll show off what the fairies can do once we're in a level, but as we're already at 33 minutes. I think I'll worry about that in the next episode. Which our next episode will be heading off to Skyloft because we have a light ferry, so might as well.
Yep, head to the light. Yeah, head to
the ferry off.
Mm-hmm.
So, that said, if you have enjoyed, please feel free to subscribe. I said that weird. Also, feel free to check the video description down below for a link to the playlist so you can get caught up on any of the episodes you might have missed. I'm going to give a quick thank you to my cat for dealing with the dog. Also, link to my Patreon down below. It really helps out the channel if you want to help support the channel by donating there. With that, I'll see you guys. We will see you guys in the next episode.
Ciao.
See you later.